It was definitely a motivating factor for us when we found out we were on the same side. Actually, when we found out we were going to play them this week. It was rough to lose them guys on a home field last year and watch them dance all over the place. So I kind of had a chip on my shoulder about this one. Not going to lie, and we try to make sure our kids had a chip on their shoulder this week about it. And fine. It just is what it is.
It was a back-and-forth game in the first half with neither defense looking like it would be able to stop these offenses. But in the second half, the Panther defense stepped up and helped deliver the state title.
And, we went in at 21 and tied up at 21 at halftime, and we were at ease because we've been there before. And, when you play the schedule we have, and, you've been in tight games, you don't panic. And our kids never panic. We knew we'd need to come out and get the stop, and that's what we did. And then we just made enough plays to win the game.
Offensively, though, the Panthers rushed for 341 yards, led by the most outstanding player, Hagan Herring, who finished with 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. A unit that the Wildcats just couldn't slow down.
It was great run. I think it was week 6 before we started back-to-back offensive lines. So we had some injuries and got them rolling. And we've told them all along, man, with the backs we got, you don't have to block long. You don't have to stay on anybody long. These guys can roll. So very proud of them. And we put a lot of resources in our offensive line. We've got 3 guys that coach them guys. So there's a lot of resources that goes in it, and we expect to be good at it.
Thank you for all the opportunities you've given me over the past 4 years. When I transferred and was ineligible, you did a lot of stuff when you didn't have to and took chances on me. So I thank you for that.
Sterlington's perfect season in 2021 doesn't compare to the adversity this team had to face. They had no locker room and no meeting rooms for most of the season. Doty's Panthers still came out on top.
The 2021, we had a very senior-laden football team. We had, I believe, 21 seniors that had played a lot of football. They had been to the Dome their freshman year as well. Just a lot of experience. Those guys knew how to win. They knew how to win as a football team. They went out and did it. This team, we had to replace 6 out of our front 7 on defense. We lost 3 really good offensive linemen. Last year we lost Tremel out of the backfield. We lost some really good players. And this team was young, and they had to learn how to win and how to win on their own. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's the difference to me. What's similar to these teams is our culture. And, the standard is the standard, and it always is, and these guys know what to expect when they come to practice, and they know how to practice, and they know what to expect in the weight room, and they know how to lift, so they know what to expect in the classroom, and they know how to handle their business. So it's just something that it's been passed down from team to team.
The Panthers bring home their 3rd state title in program history and their 1st since 2021. For the LHSA Network, I'm Spencer Verrett.
And we want to give a shout out to Spencer Verrett. He was on the set for Friday Night in the Booth. All but one show this entire season. He's usually up here on the desk, but doing a great job chasing down all these interviews and footage and telling these stories from these championships that were won. Steve Snyder, along with Robert Valdez, Dwayne Jenkins, Garrett Walbert, Lee Doty. Interesting story and a fantastic result for that Sterlington community. What can you say?
I had a chance to play against, coach against him. I think a stand-up guy, real classy gentleman, tremendous person that's right fit for that program, that community, and they've been through a lot as they're going through some growing pains and renovations and whatnot. And just keep it together, hold it together. That's a great job.
I think you just used it to kind of mimic the mindset that this football team had all year long. Just everything that they had going on, the adversity, coming down from here, short week, all those things. He just kind of played into that blue collar mentality. And you've been through that, right? With the storms and everything gets wiped out, and you just have to pivot to something, right?
Well, I think it refocuses. You need to focus on what's important. Everybody else can focus on all those other things, but the kids are worried about what's happening between the white lines. Your coaches come in, they get their work done, they get ready for a game plan, they put it together, and the kids just work.
Congratulations to them. This is 10 years Coach Doty. He's now been part of 4 prep classics. He brings the 3rd title back home to Sterlington. I think they got a really bright future up there in front of them and a lot of competition too. OCS is right down the road. Richwood, the entire Monroe area. Nice for them to stand tall.
I think with a 29-24 halftime score, we hit the lottery again for another great finish. We'll talk about the next game starting tomorrow right after this. Today's Louisiana High School Championship games are presented by the following State Farm Insurance agents of Louisiana: Drew Dillio of Baton Rouge and Tag Rome of Blanchard, Bossier, and Shreveport, with 3 locations to better serve you. State Farm, here to help life go right.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
The LHSAA Network is your home for the state football championships, the 2024 Prep Classic from the Caesars Superdome. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage, halftime, pregame, postgame. You'll see it all here on the LHSAA Network, December 12th to the 14th from the Caesars Superdome. The Prep Classic, all 8 state title games. And the games will also be shown on YearView.
Today's Louisiana High School Championship games are presented by the following State Farm Insurance agents of Louisiana: Brian Moe of Baton Rouge, Mitch Mula of Baton Rouge and LaPlace, and Mike Toots of Geisler. Like a good agent, State Farm is there. Shout out to all the fans that are along with us tonight, whether you're one of the thousands and thousands who downloaded the LXSA Network app this week, or if you're on the NFHS Network, or if you're on Cox and YearView. You're certainly getting a great show, and the show will be great again tomorrow when the big boys take the field here in New Orleans, Division I. Non-select will be the last game, but the next game up for us tomorrow at noon is the Division I select game. Garrett, you made your trip up to Ash, talk to the coach, the players, with the number 2 seed coming to play basically a home game for the team they're going to face. What was the vibe you got from them?
Let's talk about the resume for Ash. They beat 3 defending state champions in Union Parish, Opelousas, and Ruston, the Division I champ last year. Then they smothered Neville by 26 points in Week 10, and they're the number 2 seed. That lets you know what Carr has accomplished this year. Thomas Bachman's team is incredible. Carson Sellers is like a sophomore quarterback with a whip of an arm, real quick release, can throw it deep down the field, very accurate. And JT Lindsay, unbelievable LSU recruit, maybe the best running back in the state. I know you guys have your favorites, but I really think they're going to give Carr a whole lot of trouble tomorrow. It should be a great game to start the day.
My 45 years, I spent a lot of time in the Baton Rouge, South Louisiana area. Jabbar Jaluk, who played for the Southern Jaguars, kind of established Carr's supremacy.
Well, I think what you have is you have the 2 teams that represent the 2 best districts in the biggest classification in the state. You have Carr, who plays in the Catholic League. You have Ash, that plays in the rural area, Washington Parish District, that just has tons of talent. So these are 2 battle-tested football teams that have gone through the grinds of tough games week in and week out. It's like playing in the SEC in the Big Ten, and they're coming down to meet the 2 champs.
So week 5 and whichever it was, the Big Ten or the SEC,
Right.
you were one of our games of the week
Right.
against that car program that Jabbar started and Bryce Brown has certainly more than maintained.
They're complete. I mean, right there, complete team. You talk about well coached. You talk about offense, defense, and special teams. The one thing that's important, Carr has not left New Orleans. Carr has been home the whole time. So this is going to be in there. You know, they're itching to get back to the Superdome. This is the first time in some years. It'll be their first time in Division I. They're playing for a state championship. So they have a real chip on their shoulders. But you're talking about they're led by their quarterback. The quarterback, you know, everybody gives them the praise. Defensive line strong, receivers are strong, but they go as their quarterback goes.
And some people are tuning in, they're not necessarily high school fans of a certain school. They kind of want to see who the good teams are, but they definitely want to see who the good athletes are, who the good players are. And this game tomorrow at noon might be the game that gives you more of that than any.
That's some star-studded. There's some dudes, man.
All dudes.
There's some dudes.
That's it.
There's a whole lot of stars from all these recruiting rankings that'll be on the field tomorrow.
I'll tell you what, Car was the gold standard last decade. They won 5 championships, they played in 9 title games, and for the last 15 years, if you were part of their varsity, you were walking away with a ring or maybe 2. Nobody on this Car team has played for a state championship. 2020 was the last year. They're looking to bring home the ring.
We're looking forward to it. It's just going to be one good game after another all weekend. We may go 8 for 8 after going 7 for 8 last year. We certainly hope so. We certainly hope you'll join us. We got more of the halftime show sponsored by MMR. Right after this.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the edges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose. Trust here said this game was going to be 50-something to 50-something, or 50s and 50s and 50s, and right now we're on pace for that. But
We're on pace. I mean, we've seen it all. We've seen what? Onside kicks, bank punts, springing gate. I mean, what's more else to expect? I mean, what else?
Big extra point.
Big extra point.
Couple of 3 of them.
A traditional extra point is a rarity. I mean, so I'm just expecting everything. I mean, there's no more that would surprise me in the second half.
That was what I talked about before the game. There was nothing that Cecilia was going to do that was going to shock you. And but some kind of way they had a jump pass on a punt that I don't think was designed, but ended up getting the first down.
What? Garrett, I thought we might be in the hundreds. The first 2.5 minutes, we had 2 touchdowns.
That was pretty incredible.
That's insane.
Cecilia's looked a little more efficient on offense. They're averaging about 9 yards a carry. Diesel's leading the way, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. plus that kick return. They've only had 3 possessions, right? Very efficient for them. And Franklinkton is moving the chains. You know, that offense has 14 first downs already. Nice job by the freshman kicker, Gabe Ezel, to hit that field goal, give the Demons a little lift before the half.
Let's take you through some of the highlights. And as I mentioned, 2.5 minutes in, we had 2 touchdowns. It was more of a track meet than a football game.
No doubt. And Franklin's unfortunately were the last person run the ball. And being very, very physical aggressive. He's a big guy. They give him the ball. But then you kick it right there, and then run it right back before you get on offense.
Well, it's pick your poison when you line up and kick it off. There's Diesel and there's Frank standing next to each other. There's Diesel's first snap of the game. He goes 75 yards and gets tripped up right at the 1.
Didn't take a much longer for Cecil just to get to the edge and score. You got to defend the whole field.
14-7 at that point, but to their credit, Franklinton fights back. There's a crane. Keep the first one to make it. Right? Here's the big punt.
Chuck pass. Get the first and keep the possession.
There's a lot of fakes, but it ain't fake news. These teams are really good and playing hard.
And there's Diesel with another touchdown. Cy Austin comes back and answers. It's been back and forth. Austin's already over 100 yards. And then Diesel gets another opportunity to pick up this big first down. Keep the chains moving. Brandon Galley punches another in. And then just to add another couple of points, Franklinkton does a center in the half. Quick field goal.
43-yard pass and a field goal. Look at it. It's 29-24. And there's the stats we're talking about. Cecilia just hasn't had the ball enough to get more than 8 first downs because they're just going down the field and taking every opportunity. Possessions that they did have.
Pretty cleanly played game, too. No turnovers, only 5 penalties between the two.
I think we're going to see, again, who's going to score the weekend is who can break the serve, who can make the turnover, who can get the big play. Because it can come anywhere in this game. Special teams, defense, offense, somebody's going to make a play.
If you're Coach Salton or Formaggio, what are you going to do on defense to try and slow down Cecilia? Because 3 drives, 3 touchdowns doesn't cut it.
The only thing you can do is try to force him to throw the ball. We're going to have to bring some extra people that contain the box. But Cecil just finds lanes.
I don't know if we went back and checked through 5 weeks in the playoffs how many times Cecilia has actually been stopped and had to punt. Because I know a couple weeks ago against Blackman, they didn't punt. They scored every time.
The thing that was said here earlier, Coach Salt knows how to win. Getting a team here, but how does he do it in this case? Like, what part of his game does he pull out? What kind of magic trick does he have?
I think he just needs to keep pounding on offense, keep moving the ball, keep the ball in Silas's hand, keep running it. And as bad as it sounds, you hope to see him make some mistake at some point. One of these, you almost had a big play right there. You had a kick off that bounced off somebody's head. Like, something like that, a bad bounce here.
Somehow, some way they have to find a way to play defense with their offense and control the line of scrimmage, run the ball, and try to eliminate possessions for Cecilia and Cecil.
It might just come down to if you have the ball last.
I most certainly think that can definitely happen.
It comes down to can you figure out a way that you end up with the ball last.
I know that you've got a crew that's been here all day, 2 days in a row, but this could be an overtime game. We could be here. Come on, Dwayne, don't look that way.
I'm looking at the clock to see how we can get there with the points being scored because it's going to be a weird number.
It's got to be a weird number.
It's going to be a weird number with the 2-point conversions, a field goal now. It can be the score can be anything. If you had a football pool and the numbers are
far from over. We're far from over.
Would you say there have been no turnovers in this game?
Yes, there have.
And that's the.
I mean, there haven't been fumbles and interceptions.
But it's been momentum changes. And answers to those momentum changes. And can you continue the momentum moving forward? Because you're going to get surges on both teams.
Third game in a row today that neither team turned it over in the first half. I really think if Franklinkton can hold on to the ball, they can match the intensity of Cecilia and stay in it till the end.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen that. No turnovers in an entire half, especially with 53 points on the board. Usually when you have that many points, somebody's turned it over and given somebody the ball on the doorstep or gotten a pick six or something.
I thought that this is going to be a dull third quarter like other games.
Right. And I don't know if they were dull, but they just didn't have a lot of meaningful plays.
We talked about fireworks before this one started. I don't think the first half disappointed, and I don't see it slowing down the second half.
Guys, we appreciate your input. As always, the MMR halftime show. Gonna take a pause right here in the Crescent City.
High School Championship games are presented by the following State Farm Insurance agents of Louisiana: Drew Dillio of Baton Rouge and Tag Rome of Blanchard, Bossier, and Shreveport, with 3 locations to better serve you. State Farm, here to help life go right.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Today's Louisiana High School Championship games are presented by the following State Farm Insurance agents of Louisiana: Brian Moe of Baton Rouge, Mitch Mueller of Baton Rouge and LaPlace, and Mike Toops of Geismar. Like a good agent, State Farm is there.
Moments away from the start of the second half from the Caesar Superdome of the Division II non-select state championship game. Jim Corgo and Wade Kaiser on the call, and first half did not disappoint. We knew there'd be a lot of points. We knew there'd be a lot of creativity in this football game. 29-24 is the lead for Cecilia. Probably more of the same in the second half, Wade.
No doubt about it. Hey, it's fun, right? Because you don't know what's coming from Cecilia. Even on the special teams, you're seeing a lot of stuff, right? But speed is the name of the game, and you're going to see more speed the second half. It's going to be down to who can stop who. You got to be able to match scores with each other. It's going to be interesting and fun.
Cecilia gets the ball first. Can Franklinkton get off the field and force a punt? Not a fake punt, but an actual punt, and get the ball back with a chance to retake the lead?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We're going to find out, right? I mean, because they're going to have to. Sooner or later, they're going to have to stop Diesel Solera.
We'll send it down to the field, and Derry Bethlehem.
Talking to the Franklinkton coach at halftime, he said they've been in these fights before. It's nothing new. And they have to find a way to slow down this Cecilia offense. So look for them defensively to bring some extra pressure, maybe bring an extra guy in the box, and do something exotic to get Cecilia offense off track. And guys, I took my coat off because the producer said I was a little bit too soft. It's freezing in this building. So hopefully I can make some second half adjustments as well. Thank you, Joe.
All right, it's been chilly in the Superdome this week. And here we go as we begin the second half. All right, well, a little bit of a squib kick. Solari picks it up. And my goodness, like he was shot out of a cannon as he got to the 30. Getting back to something that Nick Faraggio said to Derry Beckwith during that sideline report brought to you by Red Zone Fundraising. He mentioned how they've been in close games this season. Franklinkton comes in with a record of 12-1. 7 of those games, Wade, decided by 7 points or less, and they won all 7. That's amazing.
Yeah, 1 all 7. They've been there. They know what to do. They've just got to get some stops. That's the deal. And all those other games, they got stops. So far, they haven't got the stop that they needed here.
First down and 10 at the 30, and Callaway stepped for a yard, so that's a start. And if you're a Franklinkton fan, that's the kind of stuff that you need to see a lot more of. And the other thing for Franklinkton, they have not trailed in a game here in the postseason until tonight. Just a gain of a yard. Skylar Williams was there on the stop. Second down and 9. Solari looking,
Good job by Franklinkton. Get a lot of hacks around the ball. They bring him down. It'll be a 3rd down and 5. Again, Skylar Williams in on another tackle.
Yeah, and Elijah Hart met him right there in the hole. He just couldn't keep a hold and wound up Disa Solari, and but he slowed down enough to get the rest of the purple jerseys to get there.
Cecilia 3 of 6 on 3rd down. Solari looking to throw. Lost one, incomplete. What does Cecilia do with the football throw 35-yard line here?
It's anybody's guess.
Even if they bring the punt team on,
correct.
That doesn't mean it's going to be a punt, but Dennis Gaines is going to bring the punt team on for the moment. So let's see what they do with Ellis Stewart, who handles the punting for Cecilia. He averages about 32 yards a punt. Now this time Franklinkton, well, now they are going to send something back.
Well, they had to cover this wildcat formation, this weird spread punt.
And they are going to throw it on 3rd down, 4th down, and they're not going to get it. There's the stop that Franklinkton was looking for. The turnover on downs, and the Demons will have outstanding field position to begin here in the 3rd quarter.
Now, Dick Fulham that time, they matched the numbers, 3 to each side. Did a nice job. Avery Bunkfield comes up and makes a nice hit right there, along with shaking McLean.
Yeah, McLean, the sophomore, who has made a bunch of tackles, and Dennis Gaines' team for the first time here tonight does not score on a drive. It goes 4 and out. And for the first time tonight, they did not convert on 4th down. They're now 3 of 4.
That could be the momentum shift that Franklinkton needed.
Cy Austin with the football. Cy Austin will get about a yard or 2. It was a really good first half for Cy Austin, who rushed for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns in that first half. Over 2,000 yards rushing now for the senior running back. He got about 2 or 3 on that carry.
Yeah, Nick Sub-Ramage was bragging with Silas and saying he's the hardest worker in the weight room that he has on the football team.
Second down and 8. Finds a seam right up the middle. Close to the first down before B.J. Gordon, who's got 144 tackles coming into this game, made the tackle there. Most outstanding player in this state championship game last year for Cecilia was B.J. Gordon. 3rd and short coming up for Franklinkton. They were 6 of 8 on 3rd downs in the first half. Kind of the push-tush, maybe the
push-jump.
I don't know what that was, but it's a first down.
Doesn't matter how you get it, you just got to get it, right?
And that is a Farm Bureau first down, brought to you by the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. That is the 15th first down in the ball game for Nick Salter-Formaggio's team. At the 22, Cy Austin is going to get taken down. Good tackle on the play from Cecilia's Nathan Macon. And he'll come out of the game after making that tackle, and only a pickup of a yard there for Franklinkton.
Yeah, all of these exotic looks and the way Cecilia's lining up and all of that, if you're just kind of catching on to what's going on, they do it out of necessity because they're just not very big. The only really one guy they have as a lineman is Rylan Hardy.
Only guy over 200 pounds. Crane's pass is caught, I think. It's like a tie, but the tie goes to the receiver.
Well, they're fighting.
Oh, they're going to say this is Cecilia's football. This is going to be an interception.
Oh, my goodness.
Coming away with the interception, Gavin Solomon. And obviously, we'll take a look at this.
Well, off the RPO again, we've seen this in the first half. There's the catch, supposedly the catch. Here's the whistle. Great aggressive play.
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one there.
Yeah, real tough. Very aggressive play by Gavin Solomon. Going in there just fighting and would not give up the football.
Franklinkton not bringing its defense on the field yet until there's some sort of. I mean, the other thing is that even a catch by anyone? Did the ball hit the ground as they were wrestling for it? When you look at it from that end zone shot.
The Cecilia sideline seems to think they're looking up at the overhead and saying, well, that's our ball.
Again, the conclusive evidence needs to be part of this. Does the ball hit the ground?
It just might right there. Right there.
I think the end zone shot from the other end zone, I think is a little more, gives you a better view of that.
Dennis Gaines definitely thinks it's his ball, which I can understand.
Watch this again. Does the ball hit the ground?
Right. Nobody has it there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's a kick, man. That's a kick. That's a catch, man. Let's go, man.
Everybody, look at that.
Let's go, man.
It's their ball. You look at Franklinkton, they say
Stop playing, man.
They need to send a representative from each one that stands up in the center of the field and play rock, paper, scissors for it.
Or debate it. Have like a little debate. You present your arguments along with
Let's go. Stop playing, man. Let's go, man.
confirmed on the field. First down, Cecilia.
Come on, though.
Confirmed down there. So a huge interception and first turnover of the night. And Franklinkton can't cash in after the defense forced the 4-and-out.
Again, points left out on the field for Franklinkton offense, right? I mean, they just can't afford to do that.
Only the 5th interception thrown this season by Crane. Solari, somehow it looked like he was going to go down at the line of scrimmage, but he ends up picking up 5.
Well, besides being just outright fast and athletic, he's slippery, right? He's strong. You just can't get hit on, right? A clean shot.
That's a clean shot. And it's Franklinton defense has come to play here in the second half.
They had a great clean shot right there by Hart.
Big athletic kid.
Elijah Hart.
So 3rd down and 5. Solari runs it to his own man, and he's going to be stopped again. Franklinton's defense, night and day performance from what we saw in the first half to what we're seeing here in the second half. Hart is a little bit slow to get up though. Trying to get to his feet. You're looking at 4th down and 2.
Yeah, Hart was there, McCray was there, and another huge group of Franklinkton Demons got to Solari.
Will they actually pump this time, Ray?
I don't know. We ask this every time. But it's fun, right? It's just fun just to see what's going to happen. Another different punt formation. They must have 1,000 of them.
Low snap. It gets away from Stewart. He's in trouble. Trying to make something happen. Now he just kicks it. And then it hits a Franklinkton player. The most wildest play you'll ever see. It's still going to be Franklinton's ball after all that.
Well, the wildest play is Samaj Jackson coming up with that ball.
I thought he was going to pick up the first down first of all here. I was surprised that he punted it. I thought he looked like he had a chance.
Yeah.
And then he just kicks it.
I don't think he was aware of exactly where he had to get the line to gain.
And then it hits Avery Brumfield, right? Oh, man. First and 10 at the 49. Are you having fun on a Friday night? Nothing happening. Calais, Benterio in on the stop for the Bulldogs. 2-yard gain. Second down and 8. I can't believe we have not had any scoring and we're halfway through this third quarter.
Look at that front.
Yeah. And a fumble, but jumping back on it is the ball carrier Austin.
So if the Cecilia Bulldogs forward, their defensive lineman came running up from almost in the secondary and jumped down into stances. I mean, it's wild what they're dreaming and drawing up here, but it's been effective all year for them.
Great job in punching that football out with Braylon Calais. All right, third down and 8. Crane, rolling, zips one, complete. First down, Demons. To Marcus McClain.
He's having a great night, isn't he?
That is catch number 5 for number 3. Good throw by Crane.
Had to adjust his body. The ball was just a little bit behind him. He has enough athletic ability to reach back and grab that ball.
At the 37. Crane heaves one downfield. Incomplete. No flags. On the coverage. Once again was Solomon. Gavin Solomon. As they're trying to get it to 6'7", Jaden Garrett.
You know, Solomon comes from his corner position across the top to help the safety knock that ball away. He's got some range. He's been in on a couple plays so far in the second half.
Had to get rid of that ball ahead and get some elevation on it because of the pressure that was coming in on it. Second down and 10. Quick pass this time, and timing was off.
Yeah. Timing off, and it's going to bring up third down.
Franklinkton has been outstanding on third downs. 8 of 10. This is probably 2-down territory here for the Demons. Both fans are on their feet. How can you sit when you're watching this game? Another screen, slipping now on the play was McClain. He is down. Only got about 2.
Yeah, his foot came out from under him on the turf. Unlike the NFL where you got to be touched down in high school, the minute you go down, like in college, that ball's down right there at that point. Play is over.
They got to go for it on fourth down. They're 1 for 1 on fourth down. Here's the amoeba defense. The prowl is what they call it. They bring the pressure. Crane's pass knocked away. How about this half that Gavin Solomon is having? No fly zone in Cecilia.
Let's go! No fly zone, baby. Let's go!
Watch him drive on that ball right there and knock it away. Franklin defender wanted the interference, but he's not going to get it. Sword comes in the sheath. He's got all the moves. Talk about Gavin Solomon.
Franklin's had a couple chances here to take the lead, and they could not convert, and will come back to hurt him in the end. Solari, the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Solari will get it. Double pass, maybe. No, Callaway's running. And Callaway's going to get hit. defenses have stepped up here in the second half. I can't imagine what the defensive coordinators and the head coaches have to say.
Man, they flipped the table.
Yeah.
At halftime, they walk in and they flip the table, right? And said, we've got to start playing better. And both teams are doing that. Great tackling out on the perimeter right there by Franklinkton.
Well, Dennis Gaines told Gary Beckwith when he was asked what you need to do, you got to tackle. And both teams have done a better job tackling, taking better angles and all that. Uh-oh, another trick play here. And is that a catch? And if it is, it's a loss on the play. As Ellis Stewart, who's been very quiet in this game, completes a pass, but it's a loss of about 4, third and long.
And it looked like it did hit the turf, Jeff, and that was a design throwback all the way to Solari.
Third and 15. 3 down line for the Demons. Do they bring extra pressure? Under pressure, Solari scrambles out of there. Just throws one high in the air. Intercepted. On the return. Big hit at the end of it. But that's Skylar Williams. His 4th interception of the season. And the Demons have the ball at the 50. Down by 5.
Well, I don't know if that was also maybe intended as a punt, right? He just threw that up in the air, a mile up into the air, and he was hoping on prayer that it was going to come down in a white jersey's hands. It was nowhere near one of his receivers.
4th interception for Solari, so both quarterbacks have thrown an interception in this half. And it's Jacob Crane and the Demons back out there again. They go to Cy Austin. Cy Austin's got a first down, but there's a flag down in the area of holding. And this may be coming back. David Moore is holding is pleading his case with the referee.
Yeah, they look like they got, as you said, David Moore. He's pleading his case, as you said, like an attorney in court.
Holding, 71 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
4th penalty of the night for the Demons. It'll be 1st and 20 now for Franklinkton, back at its own 40.
Yeah, you can't get those hands outside the frame, right, of the chest. And I think that's what David Moore did. That's what exactly it looked like. He was right hanging out on the edge of the shoulder pads of the Cecilia defender.
Crane, complete. Got the ball to someone different here. Christian Young, a senior, a 400-meter sprinter. And if they can get him in the open field, it's hard to catch him. He only his 4th catch of the season. And he ended up getting 7 there, so 2nd down and 13.
Hold on, there's more speed on the field that we haven't talked about already?
Right. Pressure. Crane feels it, gets it to McClain. McClain close to that first down marker. Tripped up by Babina. So the 3rd and 4.
Love those little X and Y screens where they're just zipping it out there, getting around the blocker. You can see the block right here. They're sending a quick tackle out there real fast to get into that running lane to supply some support.
Franklinkton is 8 of 11 on 3rd down from the 44. No blitz this time. Crane finds an open spot in that zone, and it's a first down to McClain, who continues to have a big night. He's now over 100 yards receiving on his 8th catch of the night.
They're going to clear it out with one receiver. They're going to run the second receiver, in this case McClain, right to the sticks and stop him at the sticks, and the ball's going to be in the air even before he turns around to catch it.
Under 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter after that Farm Bureau first down. The run by Cy Austin gets him 2. Braylon Jones in on the stop.
The other thing going on here, Franklinkton eating a ton of clock, right?
They have a wide margin in the time of possession, 20 minutes to 12 minutes basically. And they'll probably have the ball unless they score here quickly for the rest of this third quarter. Crane keeps it. And Crane gets to the 28, and they stop shy of the first down by a yard. Maybe a half a yard is short. Bring up third and short.
Well, he doesn't run the ball much, right? But when he pulls it off the zone read, he can get some yards because he's athletic, just not the same speed as everybody else out there on the field.
He's had a nice game tonight, Crane. 15 of 23, 175 yards. No touchdowns and an interception. They get into the double tight high formation run. Cy Austin gets it. Cy Austin sheds a tackler to get the first down. Braylon Jones finally got him. And Franklinton's success on third down continues. They are now 10 of 13, but yet trail by 5 in this game.
Jeff Franklinkton goes double tight, tackle over, heavy into the boundary, and they run the ball to that side. Everything's stacked up by the guys in right. What does Cy Austin do with his speed? Beats it outside onto the boundary to pick up the first down.
At the 22. Cy Austin to the 19 on what is the final play of the third quarter. The most surprising thing of this prep class, a scoreless third quarter between these two teams. 18-seeded Cecilia still leading. Top-seeded Franklinkton 29-24. Shaping up to be a Division II non-select state championship game to remember here on the LHSA.
We know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
If you want to break the rock, you need to make yourself indestructible. If you want to play between the hedges, you need to work out there, up there, down there, everywhere. If you want to reach the win bar, you need to lose sleep, lose count. You need to play every game like you got nothing to lose.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light we've been gifted and paint a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant today are the bounty we harvest tomorrow. As farmers, we know that together we're stronger than we could ever be apart. We're the Louisiana Farm Bureau, and we're the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Back in New Orleans, inside the Caesars. Sixth game of the Prep Classic. As we begin this fourth quarter, Jeff Larmo, Wade Kaiser, and Terry Beckwith. No scoring in that third quarter after we saw 53 points in the first half, but Franklinkton is driving, looking to retake the lead.
And a good pursuit by Boylan Calais. After Connor McGee got the carry and another 3rd and short for Franklinkton. And one of the storylines in this game is the team and success on 3rd down, 10 of 13. While Cecilia is just 3 of 9.
You know, Connor McGee right there should have cut that thing north and south and not try to take it out on the edge. He had a nice little crease in there. He might have walked into the end zone.
3rd and 2. Little side pitch. Nice move by Austin. He cuts back. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Franklinkton.
That was a big-time move right at about the 8-yard line, 7 or 8-yard line. They'll show it again, everyone. You're going to love the little lateral jump cut that this young man made to get loose. Here it comes. Watch this. Quick pitch, and right there. Wow. Huge. Big time.
And I was holding up on saying touchdown because when you make a cutback like that, you're just waiting for a block in the back or something like that, but there was no flag. But we do have a Cecilia player down on the ground. So you look for those blindside blocks or a block in the back, and was that one right there by McLean on the injured player for, and that's Solomon, who's had such a great second half here with the interception and a couple of PBUs, and he's down on the ground right now.
Yeah, that was close. I agree, Jeff. That was close. I don't know, if it could be considered, it's similar to a crack block. He was not blocking back towards his end zone. Seemed like he got him with the shoulder pad, not with his helmet involved. Let's take another look at it. Maybe we get a greater angle. Here it comes, right there. Ooh, I don't know.
I mean, is it even an official that got a chance to see that?
It would have been the backfield judge would have had to see that to throw that.
All right, so it looks like I gave you the wrong number on the injured player. That's Jace Knott, who is down on the ground. Jace Knott. And hopefully he'll be okay. He had a great game in the semifinals last week against Blackman. So it's 30-29. You should go for 2 here to get up by 3. And that's exactly what they were doing. Crane. Oh, how did he get it to him? 2 points. Jaden Garrett. He threw it through 4 white jerseys to get the football to Jaden Garrett on the 2-point conversion.
An impossible pass through all the traffic. Look at this, folks. Oh my goodness. 4 jerseys right there. What a shot at that ball. And Garrett comes up with a huge 2-point conversion. We have seen some of the greatest plays in high school sports right here tonight. Not just great plays, but wild plays, right? Improbable plays.
Wow. Watching this Franklinkton team, it's hard to imagine that nobody's really getting recruited on this team. And Nick Salter from Algeo said, hey, maybe it's because we've been down for so long. Franklinton's not an easy place to get to if you're a college coach. But if you're a college coach watching this one, better have a pen and paper in your hands and write down some names and numbers, and you might want to get Nick Salter from Algeo call on Monday. Calais on the return, and even the kickoff coverage team is stepping up to the challenge.
You're right about that. You said Nick Saltermacher had a theory on why nobody's recruiting Franklinkton. Up at the top of Washington Parish, you're about a few miles from that Mississippi line, and you're right. So
not an easy place to get to.
Not an easy place to get to, but I think they will start popping in after this football game.
Solari's got time here. Before he goes out of bounds, incomplete. It is just 1,000,000 amazing how much better this Franklinkton defense is in the second half. I don't know whatever Nick Salter-Formaggio said, whatever was said by any of the other coaches, it's just amazing. What adjustments were made?
Don't see any adjustments big time on defense, except they're tackling better and they're containing Solari.
Second and 10. Another screen. Here's Stewart. Stewart looking to let something happen, and he can't. Brought down by Jackson, who's had a whale of a ball game here tonight.
Trying to set up the screen. Franklinkton was in the perfect defense for it. They were in man coverage underneath with free safety across the top. They get off the blocks well, and you can see Jackson just running down the receiver, Ellis Stewart, to be able to tackle him. Bringing up third and 11.
Third down and 11. Pressure coming. Solari steps up. Solari can take off. He's going to get you your first down. And now he's in the open field. Solari all the way to the 36. Diesel stepped on the gas there.
Yeah, he stepped on the gas, and Avery Brumfield was lucky he brought him down by the shirt collar. Then they exchanged some pleasantries, right? Look at him escape here. I mean, Brumfield was lucky he just got a piece of the cloth of the jersey to get him down, or it would have been a score for Cecilia.
Solari right up the middle. All the way to the 23. Let's go down to the field for a Red Sox fundraising sideline report.
Guys, I don't know if you've ever seen a bottle of syrup on the sideline, but right here we have Pearl Milling Butter Rich Syrup. This is for the offensive line. Basically, when they get a pancake block and they knock a defensive lineman on the ground, they get some syrup for that pancake. So it's just an extra initiative for the offensive linemen to make sure they get their block. Never seen it before. So remember, pancake block, you need some syrup. Thank you, Jeff.
Picked up by Callaway. Callaway goes down. Huge loss. And the demons continue to keep making plays on defense. Solari never saw the backside pressure.
Yeah, that was McCray, right? Coming with the backside pressure. Here comes the blitz. Oh, knocks the ball out of the hands. It's a loose ball.
It's second and a sugarcane farm right now.
And Kale was right there to pick it up. Lucky he was there.
Second and 28. Solari zips one incomplete. Stewart was running downfield. It was way behind him.
Yeah, receivers didn't have a chance. Ball was thrown into the ground behind them. They didn't know to turn around and start looking for the pass. There was a little miscommunication on routes to run, maybe.
Cecilia scored on its first 4 possessions. Since then, they've turned it over on downs, they've punted, and they've thrown an interception. What will happen on this 4th drive since scoring on their first 4?
Well, like you said, it's third and forever, right? But I tell you what, if Diesel gets loose, it's really nothing for him.
Timeout, Dennis Gaines. You can hear the fans from Franklinkton. It's been a dream season. After so many down years for a proud high school football tradition. Coverage of the 2024 LHSAA Prep Classic brought to you by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Also brought to you by Coca-Cola, share holiday magic. And brought to you by Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. And also brought to you by your local State Farm agents, Tag Rome and Mitch Mueller. Well, Wade, you got 2 downs here to try to get the first down.
Well, and try to at least get half. I mean, that's what the book says. Try to get half of it, because if you're going to go for a fourth down, then you got a shot, right? But here's the deal. We could just dial up a play where Diesel just takes off and nobody touches him. He could get it all in one.
The demons of Bar have been pitching a shutout against this explosive Cecilia offense. In the second half, Solari and Kelly having a conversation in the backfield. So here it is, Solari, and he's not going to get many yards. 4th and very, very long. Let's send it down to the field, and Terry Beckwith with another red zone fundraising sideline report.
You see a totally different Franklinkton defense in the second half. And the reason is because they play a lot more sound defensively. They play on one accord. Look, guys, defense is not hard. It's about heart and hustle. And that's what they do in the second half, something they didn't do in the first half. And the coach Nick talked about it. Playing hard, playing physical, that's exactly what they're doing. That's why they're able to kind of flip the script in the second half of this ball game. Back to you, Jeff.
How about that punt by Ellis Stewart? The return man said, I'm not touching it. And it rolls all the way to the 1-yard line. And now Franklinkton will run this play from the shadow of their own goalpost.
And bounces right past them.
I don't blame him for not touching that.
Yeah, that thing could have taken a wobbly hit off of him or something, and then they could have obviously.
And Pat Davis, or excuse me, Jermaine Davis, right, comes down there and gets it.
That thing could have ricocheted off somehow, some way, and could have been disastrous. They're just going to have to get the ball out of the shadow of their end zone.
That was a 37-yard punt by Stewart, trying to get a little bit of room here so they get about a yard. As Crane keeps it. 8:17 to go here. Franklinkton leading by 3. Long run here for Jacob Crane to find out what the play is, and then he'll have to run back. But they're eating up some time.
Yeah, and then, they're keeping Diesel Solari off the field, right?
They get the completion. And a nice open field tackle as they got the football to DJ Anders, playing both plays here. Anders, of course, the star linebacker, potential all-state player on defense, makes a catch on offense. And another 3rd and short for Franklinkton. They're 11 of 14 on 3rd downs.
They line him up in a position where he shows that he can block, and then he just slips out into the flat off the boot action.
There's some movement there, but no flags. 6 seconds on the play clock. Cy Austin, who's had a great game, gets the first down. Another tackle by Ben Terry.
Can't play any better defense up front than Cecilia, who is really outmanned size-wise. Does a nice job there on the power, stacking and racking everything up to cause Cy Austin to bounce it outside. He does bounce it outside, but his speed does a nice job picking up some yardage and picks up the first down.
Another Farm Bureau first down brought to you by the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture. At the 12 now. Oh, good tackle there. Only a gain of 2 or so. I believe that was Braylon Jones and Rylan Hardy and Connor Allaire there as well.
Well, when they come running up there, you don't know where they're going, and they slip in behind the blocks. And
here's that proud defense.
There it is. Look at it.
Quick pass. They've run this play 1,000 times tonight, it seems like. And McLean stopped shy of a first down by 4 yards. So could the third down magic continue for Franklinkton? They're 12 of 15 on third down. This is 3rd and 4. Pavino had to get off the field for Cecilia. Something's bothering him. Cecilia fans making some noise. They need their defense to step up and make a play. Crane is going to go down. They got to him. Nice job. Chase Knott, who we saw get shaken up on the last drive, brings down Crane. That's going to go down as a sack. And it's 4th down. And now it's going to be Franklinkton punting.
Yeah, that does a great job stacking it up inside, working on that guard, does a nice job getting a move on that guard, and he gets home for a huge sack.
And Nick Salter from Algio's defense is going to have to come up with another play. Again, Franklinkton this year, 7-0 in games decided by 7 points or less. Crane's punt. It's a good one. Stewart calls fair catch. And Cecilia will have great field position. Well, if you ask Dennis Gaines at the beginning of the season, you're down by 3, 4:41 to go in the state championship game, and you got Diesel Solari and this great offense on the field. He said, I'll take my chances with that. And that's exactly what he's got right here. Cecilia, who has been scoring, averaging around 50 points in a postseason, shut out so far here in the second half. Solari has been held in check for the most part. He's only thrown for 30 yards. He's under pressure. He's just got to get rid of it.
Great coverage downfield by the Demons. They're all over every white jersey that's running routes. Solari's looking downfield, couldn't see anything. He tried to step over the pocket, and he ran right into the face of the pressure, and he had to bail out to his left and just get rid of the football.
2nd down and 10. Franklinkton looks like they're going to bring the blitz again. Solari's just going to run it. Can he get a couple blocks? And he stumbles. Doesn't get a great spot here. And he's still down. Solari is still down on the ground. Let's see what happens.
We've seen this quarterback sneak tonight a lot, and it looks like his ankle got hit or stepped on by his own player, maybe. He's in some pain.
Well, this might be, hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him because he kind of fell on the football.
Yeah, it could also be that because the way he is panting, man, trying to get air into those lungs.
Yeah.
Plus, he's one tired human being, right?
He ends up tripping over the legs of Calais, and then he lands right on top of that football.
Yeah.
And it
Elijah Hart comes right on top of
doesn't
him.
help when Hart at 215 pounds falls on top of Solari.
He's going to have to come out and play. It's going to be interesting to see who they put on the field. It'd probably be Yell Stewart, I would think, when he took that snap.
I would think so. Now, Cecilia is just 4 of 11 on third down. Franklinkton is 12 of 16. That is such a key stat in this game as it stands right now. Now, Cecilia, if they score and win this game, it doesn't matter. But right now, a big reason why Franklinton's winning this football game is the third down stat. So it is Stewart in at quarterback. He fakes the pitch. Stewart will get to the 41, and now another 4th down coming up for the Bulldogs. 3 of 4 is Cecilia on third down, and we're under 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And number 4 is back on the field.
Yeah, I was just going to say, here comes Diesel Solari back on the field. Clock's running. 2
20 seconds on the play clock. Cecilia has just 2 timeouts. I don't know if they'll get, well, here we go, they got time. Solari, looking, throws, incomplete. There was nobody open downfield. Callaway was well covered, and Franklinkton will get the football back.
Callaway was kind of begging for a flag there because he felt like he was held up, but there was really nothing that he could argue about because the ball was way over his head. And the ball will be turned over on downs.
Yeah, I can see there was some contact between him and Brumfield, but no call. And now it's up to the Cecilia defense. Let's see if you'll see his contact here, right there.
He just gets jostled with right there. The ball is about 10 yards out of the way, and I can see why no flag was thrown. Cecilia's going to have to start thinking about using one or possibly all of those timeouts.
Connor McGee running to the near side. And McGee gets to the 50. Ball comes out, but he was down. Ground caused it.
Yeah, Frank thought he had one, right? That looked loose, didn't it? Did that not look loose? Let's see if we get another look at that.
We're going to take a look at it.
Here we go. Right there, that ball's loose.
The rule on the field is under review.
Oh my.
Frank trying to rip that thing out of here. That's out.
That ball is out, and that's going to be Cecilia's ball.
Wow. They're starting to celebrate over on the Cecilia sideline. Fans are waving those pom-poms. They think they're getting the ball back. Frank thinks they're getting the ball back.
Tell you what, he sounds like he's got his own record label, right? Frank, he can tackle, he can play in the secondary, he can cover, and he can rip the ball out, and he knows it. Look at that. Here we go, quick look at it right here. Snatching at that ball, gets his hands in there, starts ripping, pulling. He knows what he's got to do with the time on the clock, and it's out.
Cecilia.
After further review, the ball was fumbled. It was clearly recovered, but number 2 of Cecilia will be first down Cecilia.
Franklin defense back on the field. They've got to step up at least one more time.
Oh boy, Connor McGee is rooting on that defense right now. So first down and 10 at the 49. Another chance for Solari. How many times can you stop this Cecilia offense before they finally break through again? Couple hard counts here from Solari. And look at this Franklinkton defense. My goodness, again, Hart makes a play.
Hart makes a play, but the guy that stops him in the backfield and comes back for a second helping is Taylor McRae, blitzing off the wide side of the field.
And Nick Saltaformaggio says that sophomore Taylor McRae has really played well in the second half of this season. And Solari just has not had any running room at all. Cecilia held to 239 yards of hits the corner, and that's a first down. Bulldogs got 2 timeouts here. And there was somebody got a pancake block on that one. Christian Ellis, who is a physical, strong side defensive end for the Demons, is down on the ground. Great blocking.
Great blocking all the way around by that Cecilia offense. Looks like a little friendly fire. He got popped by his own man, right?
And he's up and he's walking back towards his own sideline, and he's probably upset that he's got to come out of play.
Key was that it stopped the clock.
Yep. Cecilia will get up to the line.
No, he wanted to stay in the game. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He went back and asked. He tried to sneak back. Well, I don't blame you, my friend. I wouldn't want to leave that game either.
Solari, nowhere to run, and he's escorted out of bounds by McCray. Stop the clock, though. Well, the clock's still rolling.
You know, don't you get the feeling you're just waiting for him to pop one, right?
Not sure why the clock is rolling.
Yeah, he was out of bounds.
I don't know. Dennis Gaines is asking the same thing.
I'd be screaming if I was Dennis Gaines.
All right, we get to the line here. Time came off the clock. Still coming off the clock. Just nobody open. So Solari fires one. 50-50 ball. Down to the rope. Touchdown! Touchdown! Bulldogs!
Gets the ball that's knocked up into the yard. Should have been knocked down by the defender. The defender.
Let's go!
Hands all done by Avery Brumfield up there. The ball gets tipped up in the air. And who catches it? Ellis Stewart.
Extra point is missed. So it's still a 3-point game. But we've been talking about how Ellis Stewart has had a very quiet night here tonight. Not so quiet, he makes the biggest play of the game. 39-yard touchdown catch. Coverage of the 2024 LHSAA Cup Classic brought to you by Cribs Incorporated, Ravine Sheet Metal, and your local State Farm agents called Mike Tubes, Brian Moe, and Drew Dillio. Also brought to you by Coca-Cola, share holiday magic. And brought to you by Oscar and the Oscar Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. We said that this could be a championship game to remember, and it certainly has. The heave by Solari, and then Stewart just battling for the football. And he gets it.
A lot of jostling down there. I'm glad there was no flag thrown. What do you have to do? Knock the ball down. Didn't get a piece of it good enough, and tips up into the air right into the hand of the receiver. That guy right there.
He had such a big game in the win over Blackman. He called a touchdown pass. He had a fumble recovery, a kickoff. A recovery on a kickoff. He had an interception. Each of his possession-changing plays led to touchdowns for Cecilia. High kick, going to go out of bounds, and it doesn't take any time off the clock, too. So, 1st and 10 at the 35 for Franklinkton with 3 timeouts.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. The ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Last week, Franklinkton beat Iowa 35-29. They scored a scored the winning touchdown pass with 1:18 left to Dalton Freeman on a 31-yard pass play to get the win over Iowa at Demon Stadium, 35-29. They're going to have to come from behind once again, but what else is new for this 2024 Franklinkton Demon squad? Crane to Austin. Austin gets him out 7. Braylon Jones on the tackle. Franklinton's going to get back up to the line of scrimmage. A minute left. Crane fires another one. Complete. First down. McClain.
They've been hitting that slant route all night. McClain being the winner of getting the ball on the slant route. He's done a nice job with that.
That's a Farm Bureau first down as they move the ball into Cecilia territory. Crane throws complete. McGee gets tossed down by Solari.
He's in bounds. Clock running.
I'm surprised now they finally use a timeout.
Timeout. Franklinkton. It's their first charge. Timeout.
Each team now has 2 left. Remember, Ezel, the Frenchman field goal kicker for Franklinkton, made a 36-yard field goal at the end of the first half. This is the highest scoring game of the Prep Classic.
Certainly ranks up there as one of the most exciting, right?
Yeah.
They are all, every game so far in this Prep Classic has been a classic, right? Almost every one of these games have come down to the last possession, and here we go with 39 seconds left for the Demons.
Second out and 8. Crane feeling the pressure. There's the screen. Austin turns upfield and steps out of bounds.
Cecilia sold out on the blitz. Just left 3 people in the secondary. And they hit the receiver right down the boundary. He steps out to stop the clock.
They have 28 more yards to go, and they got 34 seconds to get there. McGee in motion. Crane, pressure. And he goes down. He's going to use a sack. Ball came out. They're saying it was down again by the ground. Cecilia saying, no, that's our ball. We'll have to look at that one probably.
Timeout. Franklinkton. It is their second charge. Timeout.
Chase Knott came away with it.
Chase Knott has had a nice night. They'll take a look at it. Let's take a look and see what happens. They get home on the blitz. Ball is coming out. That ball is coming out. He didn't have possession of it as he was going down. Right there. Ball's out.
But where's that left knee?
So let's see if the left knee was down before the ball was loose. Wow. Could be a huge turn of events here. Cecilia brings the house on the blitz. They get home. Crane's got to step up. He's stepping up into the pocket. He's getting hit at the same time as he's stepping up, and the ball pops out or is loose. It's not in his possession solidly. But the question is, could there be a knee on the ground before it comes loose? These guys have been getting a workout tonight on that Replay. Everybody's eyes are strained up on the huge board here in the Superdome, looking to see or anticipate what the call may be.
Cecilia trying to become the third team from Acadiana to win a state championship.
Let's take a look at the knee. Oh, I think the ball is out, my friend. What do you think?
I think it's 50-50. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are tired.
Well,
I think it's bang bang.
I mean, that's a fact, right? I mean, I think the replay officials' eyes are tired too. Oh, there it is.
Let's go!
The Bulldogs are starting to celebrate the school's first state championship. Here's the official announcement.
After reviewing the play, the ball was fumbled before the runner was down. Recovered by 6. Cecilia will be first down. Cecilia.
And the Cecilia Bulldogs get 2 critical turnovers here in this fourth quarter to seal this victory.
Wow, very improbable, right? Franklinkton does a great job the second half, stunning, bottling up, keeping this Cecilia offense in check, especially Diesel Solari. Couple of turnovers have been their nemesis this second half.
Cecilia. It's their second call. Come on.
Franklinkton can stop the clock twice. We have 2 timeouts. All Cecilia has to do is make sure they secure these snaps. The way this night has been going, I don't know if
You can say that for sure is going to happen.
it can happen, right? Because we've seen some weird stuff going on here tonight.
It's split back at an amazing touchdown pass to Ella Stewart. They will be talking about this in Cecilia for the next 40 years, if more. Biggest play in Cecilia Bulldog football history. Right there.
Solari to Stewart. For the go-ahead score.
Victory formation. Even that is a little different. Will Franklinkton use a timeout? They got 2 of them. Doesn't look like they will. They came up short last year, losing to Appaloosas. It fueled them all season long. This talented group of seniors, led by a head coach that won the Blue River State Championship at St. Martin Parish. And for the first time since 1995, Cecilia is state champions, and they had to do it the hard way. 4 games on the road as an 18 seed, and then they had to beat the top seed, Franklinkton, in the state championship game. And Diesel Solari caps off a fantastic high school football career.
I've seen a lot of high school football games. This one ranks up there as one of the most exciting and entertaining I think I have ever seen.
Wow. There's all you can say.
Exactly. Took the word out of my mouth.
These 6 games that we've had at the Prep Classic have been unreal. And we still got 2 more tomorrow. But for right now, and it's Cecilia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, they are state champions as they defeat Franklinkton 35-32 in a memorable game.
Man, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all like the video, subscribe, you hear me? You know what I'm saying, man? It's Cecilia, bro, man. Congratulations, man. Y'all had a good game, bro, man. Franklinkton, man. Shout out to y'all, bro, man. Y'all played y'all heart out, man. Keep y'all heads up, man. Next year is it, man. But Cecilia, man, let's go, bro. Let's go, let's go, let's go, man. Yeah. And we out, bitch.